right, welcome back. I'm Rebel the Magnificent. You are watching the Cold Advice channel, no water channel, because I done took away the water and I done took all away the air, all right? Anyway, let's get into this motherfucker. All right, today, another one I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about sex addiction, all right? Because from what I read online, it's kind of like they poking a little fun at it, like it's not an addiction. And it is. It's a real thing. I had it. And I ain't ashamed of it. And I ain't proud of it neither. But I had it. And it's not something that I'm happy about. It ruined a lot of things in my life. It ruined a lot of decisions. It impacted decisions. I made decisions based off sex. You get what I'm saying? You don't get what I'm saying. Y'all don't get what I'm saying. When you make decisions based on sex, bruh, that's a fucking addiction. If you don't believe it's a fucking addiction, it's a fucking addiction. Alright? So this is what I have. It says sex addiction is a phenomenon that people feel okay joking about. It ain't a joke. Of all the addictions, sex addiction is the most commonly target of comments such as, if I was going to have addiction, I'd go for a sex addiction. Is a sex addiction real? Though sex addiction is not an official diagnosis, the experience of having disruptive compulsions to engage in sexual behavior is real. Similar to how people addicted to alcohol or drugs become reliant on those addictive behaviors. Real shit. Real shit. Many people dismiss sex addiction as a futile attempt to give legitimacy to what is simply which is simply irresponsible or greedy behavior. I've been called greedy too. Others say that those who deny sex addiction's legitimacy are unaware or indifferent to the emotional pain frequently reported by those who experience sex addiction and their loved ones. All right. Sex addiction is not a new concept. Historical records dating back to the ancient Rome and 2nd century Greece report excessive sexuality, also known as hypersexuality or hyperparesthesia, in men, and nymphomania or furor uterium in women. All right, so it's called hypersexuality in men, hyperesthesia in men. So ain't no man can say he no nympho. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. That's in men. So in nymphomania in women. So women can be nymphomaniacs. So if you hear a nigga saying he a nympho, nigga, is you a bitch? Are you a woman? Because they're the only ones that can be nympho. You have hyperesthesia, motherfucker. Yeah, hyperesthesia, nigga. You ain't no nymphomaniac, boy. Unless you a girl. Now, the modern concept of sex addiction was popularized by Patrick Carnes, PhD, author of Out of the Shadows, Understanding Sexual Addiction. First published in the mid-1980s, revised in 2001, and revised again in 2014. Carnes and his colleagues have written several books on the subject that tend to dominate popular understanding of sex addiction. However, others also have written extensively on the support, including researchers and people who believe that they had a sex addiction. Some argue that although sex addiction shares features with both an obsessive and compulsive and an impulsive control disorder, it does not fit neatly into either category. A broad range of specialists in the field believe the behavior is best described as an addiction. Although most clinicians, even the trained in sexual disorders or addiction medicine, have no training in treating sexual compulsivity or cyber sex addiction. Cyber sex addiction, when you want to look at porn all day and jack your dick. I don't do that. I never was the one to be the jerk off kind of sex addiction kind of motherfucker. I was always the kind that just go and get different bitches and then hit it. I don't snort cocaine, y'all. I got allergies. I'm allergic to my cat. I know y'all see me fuck with my nose a lot, but I do take Flonase. I ain't took it yet today though. All right. In general, having less sexual desire and activity is seen as a greater problem than having more sexual desire and activity. So I guess it's kind of like a bias out here. It's like, if you don't want to fuck, you have a problem. If you want to fuck too much, you don't have a problem. The only problem out there is if you don't want to have sex, it's a problem out here. You don't want to do it, you got problems out here, it's going to cost you. It's crazy. So let's finish up. In general, having less sexual desire and activity is seen as a greater problem than having more sexual desire and activity. This reveals a bias that challenges the recognition of excessive sexual desire or expression as a problem. In other words, regularly experiencing sexual desire, sexual arousal, sexual relations, and achieving orgasm is considered the norm for both sexes. However, a majority of people experience difficulty in these stages of the sexual experience. Ooh, they do too. It's such a turnoff when I get with a woman. And it be these straight bitches with this shit too. They can't. I never have an orgasm from penetration. Then what the fuck am I penetrating you for? Cause it feel good? It might not feel good enough, baby. So I don't even, forgive me if I don't even want it. I'm sorry. I like to see waterfalls. And the water would fall. But you don't get no orgasm, I'm good. I'm straight. You can have that. Gotta give them head for them to have an orgasm. I'm good. Not y'all get tired quick. All right. The development of drugs such as Viagra reinforce the view that one is not living a complete happy life without regular, non-problematic sex. In our current civilized climate, it is not surprising that many people become preoccupied with sex and that some develop compulsive sexual behaviors. Well, guys, and they're trying to argue that yeah, they just saying that it's addiction and it can be like it can lead to other behaviors. And it's got some stuff. I got some sex addiction. I'm gonna put this link in the description though for you. If you need help with your sexual addiction. I mean, I kind of just healed from mine. You know what I mean? Because like I was telling my best friend, she was laughing at me, but she can do that though, because that's my nigga. But I was telling her, I was like, man, motherfucker, do you know this the longest I done went without sex? She was like, nigga, just bust out laughing. But this is the longest I done went. And you gotta understand something. When you having sexual relations with people, y'all in even if it's no love involved, because I know with a lot of my encounters, there was absolutely no love involved, but I had the best time, and so did they. But you are exchanging stuff with folks that stays with you. You take a part of them with you. You know what I mean? So you don't want to have too many motherfuckers rolling around up in there. And it's also you can sexually transmit motherfuckers' demons too. Oh yeah, you can do that too. Bitches out here claiming they witches and shit and all that crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, I was born with powers. I was born with this shit. A lot of y'all motherfuckers weren't born with it. You gotta do work to get it. You gotta do things. And then you call yourself a witch. But battling with that sex addiction though, you really gotta take some time and control yourself. It is about controlling yourself. And I really wish I had some self-control before now. I have a lot of regrets because I didn't have any control. So remember that, you know, when you thinking about this. And it's not, I'm gonna make sure I send this so I can have this link for y'all. Oh, fuck me sideways. Did I just fucking, all right, here we go. Yeah, make sure I have this link for y'all. But it's when pussy run your life or dick runs your life, whichever was your preference, when that shit run your life. Yo, man, listen. When your decisions don't belong to you, it belong to your sex organ, that's a problem. When you rather get pussy than do things that are essential in your life, like clean your house, fold your fucking shit up, wash your dishes, you rather fuck, it ain't cool. It's not. When sex takes precedence over every other important activity in your life, that ain't motherfucking cool in no kind of way. All right? If you are fucking different women daily, listen to me now. If you fucking this one bitch in the morning and fucking another bitch in the afternoon and fucking another bitch in the evening, you got a sex addiction. When I was younger, my crib was a revolving door. Revolving door. It just opened all day long. I was in a relationship for 12 years. When she didn't give it to me, I got it from somewhere. But that's a whole nother devil right there to talk about. But them sex addictions is real. Y'all really need to pay attention to that shit. It is something that you gotta overcome, because you gotta understand how much power the universe will give you when you just one by yourself. And I don't have to sit around and jerk off 9 and 6 times a day and shit. I don't do none of that shit. Because you got your ones that are, they jerk off 19 times a day, they masturbate. That's a sex addiction too. If you just want to masturbate all the time. Here you go, man. You want to eat Rufio? There you go. Oh, that nigga be tearing that shit up like a dog. But if you don't believe you have a sex addiction, it's okay. But if what I said is what you do, your ass addicted to sex. Because I'm pretty sure there's other things you can be doing with your life than fucking a different bitch 3 times a day. Alright? But that's my time, y'all. I'm gonna let it go. It making me think. It's making me sad, actually. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna put the link in the description for you if you need help. Because there ain't no easy shit to overcome. It's not. Literally overcome. Alright? It's not easy. And this weed be having me with a little phlegm in my throat. I don't know what it is. It's another one of my tarot readers. She be having a little phlegmy in her throat, and she be smoking that weed. I think because people be talking shit to her, talking about she need a lozenge and shit. No, she just smoking that good, and y'all mad. And we need a little water and some tea. That's all. But anyway, y'all stop hating. Anyway, this is my time. I'm out.